Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Learning Python with Saroj. If you are a newcomer for this channel, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the different types of examples in Python programming. As you know, the best way to learn a Python is by practicing the examples. In this video tutorial, we are showing some example on the basic concepts of Python which we have learned previously. And we would like to advise you in order to take the reference of these examples and try them at your for a one time, so that you can get a great knowledge, because learning through example is one of the best way in order to learn a programming. Let us see what are the different examples we are learning about. At first we are learning in order to print hello world. You can see over here we are learning in order to print hello world in Python programming, and then we are printing, we are adding the two numbers entered from user, and then finding the square root of a number, calculating the area of triangle, solving the quadratic equation, swapping two variables, generating any random number by using the random function, converting the kilometers into miles, and then converting Celsius into Fahrenheit, checking whether the number is a positive number, negative number, or any integer value or not, and then printing program in order to check if a number is odd or even. Now let us start. At the beginning we are just printing hello world in our PyCharm. My PyCharm is loading. Let us write hello world in Python. For this we just take a built-in function, that is a print function, and type a hello world in a form of string and run our program. Then hello world will be printed over our screen. You can see it over there. Yeah, hello world is printed in our screen. You can see the result over here. Now this is what we are done with the hello world in Python programming. It is a very basic concept and it is our first example, so we are just practicing it. Then we are adding two user enters value, entered numbers in Python. Let us take two values, one is x and another is y. The value of x, it is of integer type and we are taking it from the user. So input, enter the value of x, it is our string, so enter the value of x. Yeah. And then we are taking another variable y and taking the value of this integer variable y from the user as enter the value of y. Enter the value of y. And now we are done with taking a value of x and y from the user. Now we are declaring our sum. For this we are adding x and y. Let us declare the variable sum, and in which we just add our two values, that is taken from user x and y. And then we are finally printing our result. For this we are printing by using format functions. So for this we are just printing the sum of our first value for the format, that is our 0th index, and the second value, that is our first index is, the result is always as a value. Let us check. Percentage to f. Yeah, sorry, if you use percentage over there, then we must use percentage so that our value will be stored in a form of a floating point or required in a form of a required values. Yeah, sorry for that. Now we are just checking. Yeah, let us try 16. You can, sorry, what happened is percentage. For percentage we can't use comma over here. The square root of percentage to f is percentage to percentage f. We cannot use percentage, double percentage over here. Yeah, our program is running. Enter the value. We are entering the value as 16, and then the square root of 16.00, because we have written this 0.2, only the two floating point value after the decimal will get printed. If we just write three floating values will get printed. Let us see. Just writing 16. Yeah, three floating value is printing. So this is used in order for getting how much floating value, and the square root of 16 is 4. Now we got our desired result. In this way we can calculate a square root in Python programming. And now we are moving to calculate a area of a triangle with a different sides. Let us consider we have a triangle with the sides A, B and C. To calculate area of triangle, calculate the area of triangle. To calculate the area of triangle, for this let us consider a three side of a triangle A, B and C. Yeah, then our function to calculate the area is, we can calculate the area of a scalene triangle by square root, sqrt, square root s multiply s minus a multiply s minus a multiply s minus b multiplying s minus c. Yeah, s minus c, and then we are just closing. This is our formula in order to calculate the area. And then we have s is the semi perimeter, and it is obtained by adding a, b, c, and then just dividing it by 2, because it is just half, that is semi. Let us try to not equal to 0. Value of a can't be equal to 0. For this let us calculate, solve the quadratic equation. And for solving quadratic equation we have a formula: x is equals to minus b plus or minus root under b square root. Let us try sqrt square root under b square minus 4ac. 1 solution 1. For solution 1 we are checking our formula minus b plus square, for importing our square root from cmath. We are importing our square root from cmath dot square root function b square minus 4ac, that is our determinant, and just dividing it, this function, by 2a. Yeah, dividing it by 2a. So divide by 1. We are using 2 index. The solution are in our 2 index, and we are just assigning this to our format function, format, and to our solution 1 and solution 2. Solution 1 and solution 2. Let us run our program. Our program is just running. You can see, enter the value of a. Let us enter a value of a to 2. Yeah, and then value of b to 12. and then the value of C to 15. Yeah, this is our value calculated in a this is our two required solution, which are in the imaginary form, that is imaginary form, since our both the roots are b square minus 4ac. Let us calculate 12 square minus 4 into 15 into 2. That will give us a negative value. That is our imaginary number. So we get a complex as our complex form as our result. This is in 2 dimension and is in a complex form. Yeah. Now we are just done with the solving the quadratic equation in Python programming. Yeah, we just use our basic concept, that is in taking input from user, importing our cmath function, and then calculating a solution and just printing. This we already have discussed previously in our topics. Now we are moving towards our next example. Our next example is to swap two numbers in Python programming. Let us just swap two number in Python programming. Swap two numbers in Python. Let us swap two numbers in Python. Let us assign the value of a and b, and then just we need to swap a and b over there. We can swap the value of a and b by just moving a to b and b to a. Just moving from a to b and b to a. We can just see. Let us swap the two values using the Python. Let us take an example. Let us get two values from user. The value of a, that is of integer type, inputted from user. Input from user. Enter the value of a. Enter the value of a. Enter the value of a, and then we are just taking the value of b, that is also of integer type, and we are inputting it from. Enter the value of b. Enter the value of b. Value of b, a and b value, yeah? And then we are just changing them. Let us create some temporary variable, and just assign the value of x to them. Next, assigning the value of x to them. Here we have used a, so assigning the value of a to them, and then just assigning the value of a to b, and finally b to temp, and then b to temp. We'll just swap our number, and we are finally printing our number. Print the value of a and b. The value of a and b after swapping is just in our form. After swapping is comma a comma b. We are taking a two value, that is a and b after swapping. Let us run our program. Our program is just running. You can see program is running. Let us increase our result screen. Yeah, enter the value of a. We enter 12 to a and 13 to b. Then you just swap our value, and the value of a is stored as 13 and b is stored as 12, because we just swap its value by creating a temp variable. Let us show. At first the temp is not assigned to any value, its value is 0. Then after temp is equals to a, the value of temp is stored. We give a value to 12, so temp is equals to 12. The value of temp is 12. Then the value of a will be assigned by b. Then the value of a becomes 13 over here, and finally b is changed to 12 because temp is holding a 12. In this way we can swap. This concept is also used in other programming language in order to swap two numbers. But in Python programming, we can swap two numbers in very easiest way. Let us check how. Let us just swap these two values a comma b by just assigning them to b comma and a, and then print the value of a and b. The value of a after swapping. In this way also we can swap two values in Python and then printing the value of b after swapping. The value of b after swapping. The value of b after swapping, that is, this is holding the value, printing the value of, we are printing the value of a over here and then printing the value of b over here. Just running and checking our program. At first entering the value of a and b, the value of a to 111 and b to 154. Then the value of a is just swapped, that is to b, that is 154. After swapping this value, the value of a is 154 and the value of b is 111. In this way also we can also swap two variables in Python. Yeah. Now we are moving towards our seventh program, that is just taking a random number, generating a random number, generating the random number. For generating a random number, we must import a random function so that we can use it, random function, and then we are just printing generating any random number. We can generate any of our random number between, we can generate our any random number over there. We are just checking for our network connection. Sorry for disturbance, our network connection is weak today. Printing a random number, accessing random number to random array and randit using randit function from 0 to 9. Then we will get a result of printed any random number between 0 to 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. From 0 to 9, any of the number can be printed here. At 2 is printed. Again, if we just print this, then another number, then 2 from 0 to 9 will get printed, that is 8. That is just randomly. Yeah, again we are running, then another number is just getting printed. Yeah, 0 is getting printed. So in this way we can generate a random number in Python programming. I think you are getting concept of this. And again we are just learning in order to convert kilometer into mile, kilometer into mile. As we know, 0.62 1 kilometer. Now we are just converting them. Let us take a kilometer value from user, that might be of floating type, and we are just taking them from user. So input, enter the value in kilometer, enter the value in kilometer. Yeah, we are getting value, and then we have a converting value, that is convert is equals to, that is just 0.62 is our convert 0.8, and then adding some value, that is adding 30 to it, 0.8, and then just adding 30 to it. This is our formula. Only one decimal value of floating number, degree is equal to equal to percentage 0.1 floating value Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, that is our Fahrenheit. Celsius, just let us just write capital C for Celsius. Yeah, and we are just giving these floating type values, that is our Celsius CALC calc stored over there, and then Fahrenheit F stored over there. Now we are just running, and our value of 37.23 degrees Celsius will be converted into Fahrenheit. What happened? Something error is being generated over here. Yeah, we cannot use O over here, 0.1. Let us run our program. Yeah, 37.2 degrees Celsius is equal to 99.0 degree Fahrenheit. In this way, we can convert Celsius degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. Now we are moving towards our next program. Let us check the number, user enter number is whether positive or either negative or zero. To check whether the user entered number is negative, positive, or zero. Yeah, any number less than 0 is negative and any number greater than 0 is positive number. For this we are just using if, else if and else condition. Let us take value, that is number. This we already discussed in a decision control statement in Python. Yeah, let us take a number that can be floating type, and then we are taking it from user. Enter the number, and then after getting number, if the value of number is greater than 0, then just print out positive, and then if the number is less than 0, then just print, oh sorry, I missed this, and then we just print, then less than 0 numbers are negative, and finally if the number is else, the number is, if it is neither positive nor negative, then equal to 0. Then the number is equal to 0. Let us run our program and check. Let us write any number 111.12. Yeah, this is greater than 0, so we just get a positive as a result. And then if we try to write any negative value, let us write minus 44, and then it will give us a result as a negative, and we just entered a 0 value, then that 0 is neither positive nor negative, so it will give a result that is equal to 0. So by using this if else condition, we can check whether the user entered number is positive or negative or either 0. Yeah, and now we are moving to our next program. Next program is just to check number is even or odd. Yeah, if any value, let us say a modulus